Spontaneous speaking video number 4. What's up, guys? I'm actually here outside because it's a beautiful day. I'm waiting to go to Bible study with my friend Paul, who should be pulling up like any moment now. But I think that I can do this video just real quickly. It shouldn't take that long. I'm actually outside of my apartment, right over there. Oh, somebody's walking outside. I hope they don't feel like I'm stalking them. Anyway, I'm here to speak about the blog that I just dropped about like maybe 3 hours ago. It's called awakening and awakening and then empowering the gifted. I just came up with the title this morning, so that's why it's still like fresh in my memory. But in this blog, of course, if you haven't already noticed, I'm talking about MBTI because that is the biggest self-development tool that I've used. And if you're tired of that, I'm sorry. I'm addicted to bettering myself and bettering others. Deal with it. But that is what I've been using. In the blog, I use the cognitive function theory to liken them to superpowers. And I use the picture of Xavier's school for mutants in a way to sort of compare the superpowers that mutants have to our cognitive functions. And using that, yeah, that lady came over and distracted me. But anyway, so we're back. So like I was saying, I used the metaphor of Professor Xavier's school for the gifted um, as a way of using our cognitive functions as superpowers that each of us have been God given. And I basically depict Professor Xavier in the blog in teaching everybody how to use their natural superpowers, their cognitive functions. I don't really go into depth on how each cognitive function works, although I put a few tools in there to help you like get a very general idea of how they work and to, kind of pique some sort of interest in that. But that is essentially what the blog is going to be about. And I just have some quick things that I want to say, just to attach to that blog. So the first thing is letters. A lot of you people think that you know a lot about MBTI, but you don't. Introversion does not always mean you are bouncing off of the walls. Introversion does not always mean that you just simply hate people. So get that, sort of like understood. Be open to the fact that you could be an extrovert even though you think that you're an introvert, and you could be an introvert even though you think that you're an extrovert. And that's just that's literally like an honest observation that I've made with a lot of people. Like, oh, that's what I got on the test. The test most likely lied to you because you probably lied to the test, or you weren't able to tell the test truthful things about you. And that's normal. I didn't really get the right results a lot of times too, because sometimes we don't know ourselves enough to be able to give the test accurate things about us to give us accurate things. If that makes sense. You know what I'm trying to say. But yes, on top of that, the letters says so little about you. It's just literally scratching the surface. People usually ask me like, "Oh, so ESTJ, what does that mean?" And I don't really know exactly what to tell them. Like, do you want the long answer? No. I just want to know like what do those letters stand for? It's like, well, the letters only scratch just so much. Like literally, the letters probably tells you about like 20%. It's all about your cognitive functions, how your mind actually works. When you learn how the controls work, then you're able to work the controls. And that's kind of what I'm trying to empower people to do, not just know what the controls are, but how to move the controls and work them on their own. And so that's my goal for this thing. And just to let you know and remind you, if you think that you know a lot just because you know your letters, or you think that you know your letters, you probably don't. Just be open to that. I understand that not everybody's going to be interested in self-development and all of that, and that it's totally okay. For one of the things that I learned about my personality type, one of the tips they gave me was that literally we should be aware that not everybody's going to be into self-development as much as we are. And I was like, wow, you know what? That's truth that I'm coming to settle with. Like, to me, it's like, why wouldn't you want to become the best version of yourself? But there are a lot of types that are not even just types, but just individual people who don't want to, and that's totally fine. I'm not here to force anybody, but this is for people who actually want to become better versions of themselves, to reach their full potential, to know what they're made of, to enhance their superpowers, and to be able to grow in the way that God had created them to grow all along from birth. And if you're one of those people, then I suggest that you check out my blog. You help me out so I can help you out. You hit me up and we can get that started. I mean, that's pretty much it because I want most of the information to be in the blog itself. So write us, as in me and Jamila, because Jamila is going to be coaching most of, if not probably all of the girls. It depends on like our time and everything, the relationships that we have. I don't know. If y'all prefer Jamila, then cool. But yeah, just hit us up or hit me up and we can get started if you're interested in that. But I'm going to put the blog link in the description area down there, and you just look at it. Let me know what you guys think about it. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. See ya.